before I had any success with women, what I would do is get on Instagram. I would do this really creepy shit of going to random locations, like hashtag fucking whatever city, find a fucking picture with a girl, click on that, DM her, and I would mass DM all the nice girls I would find on random fucking pictures. Can you guess my success rate with that tactic? 0. I've never met with any of them. It never worked. Besides, it was creepy as shit. It was 0% when I was still pretty lean with abs and shit. I would have this like, I would start my self-improvement. I knew that gym was good and shit like that. And I still rock that like TikTok boy look, if you know what I mean. So I would rock that TikTok look until the military changed me. So I'm sharing this cringy and embarrassing story so that you can learn from my mistakes. I will explain the mistakes you might be making while texting girls, and at the end of the video I'll give you 3 rules that you can follow to not make any other mistakes that I might have omitted or you might not be aware of. So stay tuned till then. So first mistake you might be making is paragraphing a million messages. It shows your desperation. That's because you're trying to tell her as much as you can about yourself. That was what I was doing when I was texting girls, because I lead a pretty interesting lifestyle. So the best way to show it on text, which, you know, the girl cannot really fucking see, is to tell her everything that I was doing, how my holidays went, what I'm doing right now, that I'm making money online, that I'm going to the gym. That doesn't work on text. The best thing you can do to show off your interesting lifestyle is to actually meet her in person and talk about it then, but not in a forced way, but as the conversation flows, you change the subject into something you're comfortable with, like your lifestyle. So then you can show off. You can then talk about the cool shit you did. But don't send paragraphs. Don't fucking spam your checklist about the cool shit about you. Oh yeah, I hit the gym. I did this cool shit on the weekend. I do this. I do that. I have abs. No, just make it come naturally as the conversation goes. Don't tell her everything. Make her interested. The less you tell her, the more interested she's gonna be, because your character is covered by this aura of mystery until you throw everything out in these paragraphs. So another mistake you might be making is meme spam. Spamming fucking shitty internet content, maybe even funny, maybe things you can even find funny to the girl. But let me tell you, you and girls probably have a way different sense of humor. It's one reason why it might not work. Second thing, the fact that you're showing her memes does not mean that you're actually funny. You might be a funny guy, you might not, but showing memes does not show her that you're funny. It just shows that you're chronically online browsing memes, because how else would you have so many saved on your phone? You can make it work. Sending memes can work if you're using it to start a conversation. You send a girl a meme and then ask her a question about it. What do you think about this topic mentioned in the meme? And then you can go into a conversation. Then you've broken the ice. Then sending memes can actually work. The next thing is a classic, double texting. The moment when you want to double text is usually when she's pulling out or ignoring you. Double texting happens when shit is already pretty bad, because normally you wouldn't need to double text. She already lost interest, so you either cut your losses and move on to someone else and not waste your time, because time is fucking precious, or you change your strategy, or you come up with something really brilliant, but that's really rare. So best thing you can do is save your time and just move on. Don't double text, it's just gonna make it worse. Another thing, I used to make this mistake a lot, is asking if she's okay all the time. I've learned from my current relationship that I'm a very overprotective person to my girl. So if you're like me, this can be simply a subconscious masculine desire for protection, which in itself is not wrong by any means. But the problem is that it's way too early for that. When you're texting her, you have not established that much trust in each other. So it would seem weird from her perspective that this random guy that doesn't know her is so overprotected and committed to her without any knowledge. That shows a bit of stupidity, and also problem of overcommitting. Also shows the problem with desperation, and that's a total turn off. That kills every text conversation. Another mistake you might be making is life updates. This is essentially whenever you're doing something, you're making fucking breakfast, send a photo to her about your breakfast, then you're going to the gym, you send a picture of the gym, oh, I'm going to the gym. You stream every single event of your life to her. The problem with that is that it makes you seem like you have no fucking friends. You know what I mean? Because what the fuck are you telling her about everything that you're doing? Don't you have anybody else to talk to? Get my point? Also, it does something that I mentioned earlier, which is that it kills the mystery aspect. When she knows how every aspect of your life looks like, how your day looks like, well, she's not gonna be fucking interested in you because she already knows everything about you. There is no mystery of your character. She doesn't want to explore you as a person. Another classic, instant replies. It just shows that you're on your phone all the time. It gives off unemployed vibes. Don't you have anything better to do in your life than just be on your phone texting her whenever you have the chance? That's the vibe you're giving off. Now, some people do this weird fucking autistic thing that they time their texts. They set a fucking alarm of like 1 hour, 45 minutes, whatever, 20, and then they reply in advance. The girl might not know that you're doing that. Fair. But in the long run, like, you must be such a fucking pussy bitch to do that instead of actually working on something, instead of actually using that your time productively. You're doing this bullshit of waiting, of artificially making it seem that you're busy instead of actually being busy. So best thing you can do is just actually respond late because you're truly busy. Another one, interviewing the girl. So you might have heard that the best way to be good at social skills, conversations, is to ask many questions. But while texting, you might take it to a higher degree that it's necessary. You might overdo it with texting. And I get the idea. You ask the question to start a conversation so that she can respond to what you're saying, elaborate on that. You get to know her, she gets to know you. Nice, perfect. But the problem with that is that when she doesn't elaborate, she either has shitty social skills, which is really fucking common for a girl, or she might just not be interested. And then it just turns into this fucking dry and autistic conversation that looks like an interview. Oh yeah, what's your favorite color? Oh, mine is blue. Nice, I like fucking green. What did you do this Sunday? Oh, I went out with my friends. Oh, me too, great. What are you doing today? Nothing. Oh, I'm going to the gym. Yep. I know your pain. Let me tell you, I know your pain of you trying to show off what you're doing with your life and you're doing something interesting. You want to ask her what she's doing and then tell her what you're doing and show that you're doing something interesting, but she doesn't respond. And that really can just simply be her shitty social skills. But whether she wants it or not, this is going to revolve a dry and autistic conversation. And whether it's your fault or hers, doesn't matter. The vibe is killed with this autistic dry text, this autistic fucking interview. Whether it's her fault, whether it's not yours, doesn't matter. Just change the strategy or prioritize just meeting with her so you can skip the bullshit of autistic interview texting. That's the best way to avoid it. Just rush to meet up with her. The longer you take time to wait, the more you're wasting your time. And if that doesn't work, maybe she's truly just not interested, then you cut the bullshit, cut the topic, stop wasting your time, move on. So the rules you might have already extracted from what I've said already and that I teased at the beginning of the video are: first, before you send a text, you have to think, will this make me look weak? So this is pretty obvious. Nobody likes a weak man. Weak men are fucking useless. So why would she want? She already has a pussy. Why would she want another one? Don't send shit that make you look like a pussy bitch. She doesn't want another pussy. Second rule, ask yourself if this text will make me look needy or thirsty. Now, this is important because girls like a man who has options. This might be kind of counterintuitive. You might think that a girl would like a man that she knows that you're special to, right? You might think that she likes the exclusivity, but that's not the case. The case is, and women really love men who have options, who can choose any woman but choose one, her. That's what they want, not desperation that you found this girl and you're doing everything you can to impress her, but you have many other girls that you could have, yet you chose her. You need to show her that you are not desperate and that you have other options available. If you have options, that means you're strong and confident, and there are reasons why you have options. It's an unspoken rule, and women understand that. And another rule is ask yourself if this will make you look predictable. This is not even about texting girls. This is a social skill in general. This is just how you avoid being boring. Make your conversation unpredictable. Think what she expects you to say, and sometimes say something completely different. You know what I mean? Let me give you a random example. Okay, she knows you're hitting legs in the gym today because you told her or something. Now she asks you, oh, how did that workout do? And you tell her, oh, I did my chest PR today. Now that's unexpected, right? And it like kind of throws her off. Now that's nice because it's interesting. And then she's like, oh, what the fuck? How did that happen? And then you go with like, oh yeah, I was gonna do the legs, but then I tripped, I fell on the bench, then the fucking bar fell on me and I started doing bench reps. Now that's an interesting story. That's something way better than if you were just saying, oh yeah, I did, my legs fucking hurt. Get my point. If you like this kind of videos, tell me in the comments. I can make a part 2 or maybe a list of good ways to text, things that massively improve your text game. Just let me know in the comments. This has been called Hustler's Ethics. Subscribe to the channel for more motivation and advice.